Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Friday, the 20th of January. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. I'm trying to talk a bit quieter. I mean, clearly anyone's got the option to turn volume up or down, but normally I speak louder and I'm uploading this very late and there's people asleep in my house. So if any of you are watching straight after upload, I apologise. It has got a very late hour. I've had a few minor setbacks, technical glitches, domestical challenges, but I'm here with Friday's selections. It is stake and a half, £30. First race, 12.50 at Southwell. We are stacked, unsurprisingly, for regular viewers on Dundalk, but we've got a few nice prizes at Southwell and just a couple of extras chucked in from Newcastle. Nothing from Meydan. I had a little look at Meydan, particularly the 5.30. They're paying 6 plays on Sky, 5 most others. I just didn't like anything at a decent enough price. So no Meydan this Friday. So been the last few Fridays. Been looking at the carnival meeting, but this Friday nothing from me from Meydan. So what have we got? I'm doing a video, remembering what's happening here. Okay, so I'm going to go through how we got on Thursday's bets, which we had a good day finally. Then we'll go through Friday's bets, and there's nothing on the tennis tonight, so I'm swiftly through. So there's a tennis bet that's running for matches for Friday. Thursday's tennis bets both got sunk because there was a lot more upsets than I was bargaining for. So Friday we have a bet on if you've already placed it. If that's the tennis. Okay, so Thursday I got it as 15 on and exactly for the channel 51 back. I think it's going to vary a little bit. So bookmaker wise should be all in the same sort of boat. All major bookmakers from online certainly paid out the right places. If you did the bets last night after upload, I think there'll be a lot of people who will be better off even than that. If all you did was SP prices, then you'll be worse off. So that's the variation. So we started off here. Visibility, it went 50 to 1 not long after uploaded video and stayed there until the early hours of the morning. So hopefully some got 50s. I know one person's flag said they got 66s. Iconic Day ran better than the price but not good enough to place. It was only 7th. Rogue Force unfortunately wasn't quite there either. And then Angel on High wasn't either. So this one was we started off with Visibility, but the important thing was it was the horse in both lucky 15s, and it went and very nicely came third for us. So if you've got 50s or 66s, well played. The channel got 40s. SP was only 22s. So it did, as I sort of suggested, it goes off in the evening. It gets higher in price, that horse usually, and then reduces in the daytime. But we did have this, so Visibility again, Ellie Piper non-runner, little frustrating because obviously had we known that we would have put the other horse in the combination bet in your call that did go on to place, but that is not what happened. But we'll take the non-runner because it did help anyway. Twilight Kiss, oh my life, if you watch that race, Tom Marquand, I'd never seen anyone ride Kempton like that. He went out on his own. You just can't do that at Kempton. Even if you think your horse is a front runner, you can't go and run on your own out the stalls and be a mile off it and then expect to be able to make up that ground and still stay ahead. Can't do it. So so unfortunate that one. And then Blue Nose Bell was the horse to be on in that one. It snagged 4th place, 40 to 1 SP, 50s on the channel, but again drifted to 66s for quite a bit last night. So some of you may well have been on Visibility and Blue Nose, possibly both 66s, but certainly Visibility and Blue Nose, Visibility 50s and Blue Nose 66. So it would have made a nice bit of profit, particularly as I advised Coral for all of them. So that was a really nice return on bet 2. But then we also had a nice return on the combination double. So we had Ellie Piper non-runner, your call drifted to 18. So if you've done it with Coral, you'd have got 18s on that. And then in this leg we had Blue Nose Bell at 50s, and again you might have had it at 66s. So it's a nice return all round. 15 on, 51 back. Well needed, to be honest. Well needed. Just a few comments about that. So yeah, it was hard to come by today, given there's only 13 races. But I was three of the six horses that were 18 to 1 or more SP. We were on, so I don't talk about it so much on the channel, but that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the results at the end of each day and working out what's my percentage of those big prices. How many of them did I find? Because yeah, lots of people will pick lots of big prices, but you've got to get the strike rate and you've got to get on the right ones. It's not, you can't just blindly just pick the rank outsiders. I know some people might cynically think that's what I do. I do not do that. I spend a lot of time and effort picking out the right ones. And yeah, this week after Monday, where we had 233s and a 40 to 1, to then back that up finally on Thursday with a 40s and 50s and a 14 on the actual video on the channel, it was good. So yeah, there's not a lot going on. The biggest price winner today was 9 to 1, and I had nothing at single figures for Thursday. So yeah, in the right ballpark for the week. That now puts us 18 up for the week, and now our loss for the month/year is now reduced down to 46. So that is going the right way after one nice day, but we're still behind for the year, so that's important. So the thing is, we're behind for the year, but if you're on a Monday, you're not behind for the year. But the channel stats and anyone strictly just following the videos is, and that's what I'm concerned about. Not concerned, but that's what I want to try and rectify. So yeah, and we're obviously putting on the line 30 quid for Friday, so we could end up the day struck out with minus 76. So we have had a minus £30 day before. We have gone 30 on and 0 back. Hopefully the 16 horses I'm about to show you, some of them might do what I would like them to do. There's some meaty bets in here again, to be fair. 40s is the biggest price, but yeah, some meaty combinations. So we're going to start here with the Southwell Lucky 15. Take a look at that. So 20s is your minimum price in that one. 12.50. Regular viewers who are in the comments will know what happened with this horse. So Tuesday last week, I put it up as my horse of the day. It was two horses, and yeah, it fell out the stalls, which you can't do over a shorter distance at Southwell. It's a horse that likes to go up with the pace, so as soon as it came out the stalls badly, it's got a different jockey. The jockey on it ran it on its penultimate run when it ran well. We want the horse to break well. If the horse breaks well, it should be competitive. The thing I like less about this is actually it's a classified, and I would rather it be running in a Class 6 handicap. Most people that might not even make any sense to you. It's not a handicap, it's classified. So if it was in a handicap, basically it would be running with a few pounds lighter than some of the other horses in the race, but because it's classified, they pretty much run on the same weight, each of them, and there's a few horses that are technically better rated. So I think there's horses at the top of the market that've got a much better chance of winning than Enchanted Knight, but 40 to 1, I can't overlook it. I'm not sticking faith with it for the sake of it. What you've actually got in this bet is three horses that we backed last time, two on an actual video, one in the comments, who all had duffers last time, and I'm going to keep faith with them, and I've added in one more. So that's Enchanted Knight. We've then got 224 Foursome, which we've backed 2 times, I think, and it had a mare last time. We're sticking faith. The 250 is a very good each way race in terms of there's a big odds on favourite that should win comfortably. So it's looking around the value for something else, and I think Roman Art is the solid option there at 20s. I think that should be shorter tomorrow. And then 320 Coligone, I cannot pronounce it, Coligone Kate, which we took last time as well, 33 to 1 if that bounces back. So 3 out of 4 we took last time, and they all ran duff races. So it's whether we stick faith. So we've got 20p each way Lucky 15, a 30p each way single Enchanted Knight's biggest price of the day, and I've just stuck an extra 30p each way double on Foursome and Roman Art, both at 20s in that one. So it's 7.20 a bet. Sky Best 365 is second best for this one. So that is bet 1. Then bet 2 is my smaller staked Lucky 15. 320 Southwell, exceedingly Sonic 33s. 545 Newcastle Motawatsi 14s. It's got decent course and distance form. It's a bit inconsistent, but Billy Loughnane, who most people who have been watching racing the last sort of month, 6 weeks will know, is an amazingly great strike rate right now as a £7 claimer. We'll have to see how he progresses when he loses his claim eventually, but as a £7 claimer, he's well worth value on that horse. 7 o'clock Dundalk, Rock Your Boy, which we've taken before at tens, and then 7:30 Dundalk, Oranmore. I've got a couple in that race and I'll come back to that, but 7:30 Dundalk, Oranmore 20s, 16p each way lucky 15. That's the lower stake lucky 15 in there. That is bet 2. Bet 3, slightly different bet. Don't usually do these very often on the channel. 3:45 Newcastle Calcutta Dream 7s. We've got these are the shorties. The shorties. I mean, for some people they aren't shorties, are they? But for me they're shorties. 3:55 Dundalk Well Suited, regular on the channel at 10s. 4:30 Dundalk Kaplan Knight 11s, and 5 o'clock Dundalk Annexation 15-2. What I've done here is it's the same amount of stake, £6. But I've not done it in the usual way for the channel, and the reason being because they're a little bit shorter odds. If we get one winner, we are going to lose out. But I don't think it's not in the grand scheme of it. I would rather go for it a little bit and put a little bit extra on the fourfold. But even with the Yankee we've got here, so this is basically each way doubles, trebles, and fourfold. We get nothing for a single, but it does mean if we get 2 up, as in 2 winners or 2 places, then you get slightly more back for it with the Yankee. So yeah, it's the kind of bet I would do, not necessarily the stake, but in the kind of the ratios outside of channel. When I don't have loads of Sky accounts, I've got a Sky account for the channel. So outside of that, if I'm using other bookmakers, I tend to do Yankees more than I do lucky 15. So I would do separate single bets, and if they're big prices, wedge those on. But then actually for a bet like this, or even bigger prices, if I've got the singles covered elsewhere, I'd be doing Yankees with a little bit of fourfold. So that is bet 3. Sky best 365 and Coral next best. Bet 4 is this week's. It's not this week's. Today's Dundalk special. So here is the Dundalk special for Friday. 3:55 Liquid Luck 20s, 6 o'clock Angel Above 16s. 6:30 Gobi Star 18s, and 7:30 Golden Forest 33s. 20p each way lucky 15. Important one for bookmakers here. All of these races are the same place terms on 365, Coral, Sky and Hills. 365 and Coral you will get bog if you place it at the right time. Sky and Hills you will not. So therefore 365 and Coral are preferable for this bet, then Sky and William Hill. Because you basically got 4 in each of the races apart from the second leg where it's 2 across the board. So that is £6 you bet. That is this Friday's Dundalk special. And to finish us off, this is the pricey combination bet. So it's big prices. I know it will look appealing. There's a bit of risk in here, definitely. So 320. Both of these horses have got lots of things against them, but I think there's a few things in their favour that makes that price too big. So we've got Colagone Kate and Exceedingly Sonic at 33s in both of those. The 355's just edged it. I think Liquid Luck is an interesting looking horse. If it bounces back to form, that's well overpriced at 20s. Well Suited looks a slightly more solid one, but last time it got mugged and ended up 5th for us at Costas, so we're risky territory there. And then this 7:30 Dundalk, I've gone for both of the Luke Coma horses, who I think just are very, very unexposed, both of them, for different reasons, and I just think they could be thrown in. He has a tendency, pops up every now and again with these big prices. Golden Forest is the bigger price, and it's the one I'd say with more value, because given what it's done on maidens, if you just looked at how it's positioned, it's like pretty much come last in the 3 races it's come. You're not going to pick it on that. But if you actually look at the quality of horses it's come last against, you actually will see that their ratings are much, much more higher than what Golden Forest has put in on its handicap debut. So I think it's worth chancing at 33s. And then Oranmore again, for different reasons, I think it's got potential. So what we've got is we've done all combinations for this one. So it's £6 total. It's 12 times 15p each way doubles and 8 times 15p each way trebles. all 6 in your bet slip, and it will give you 12 lots of doubles and 8 lots of trebles. So same stake, all denominations covered. I know sometimes I don't do it. These ones, because of the prices, I think it was worth having a chance for these. And again, bookmaker 365 is best. All of these 3 races are 4 places with 365 and Sky and Hills. But with 365 you'll get bog. So put it on with 365 if you've got the option, because then with the bog it makes the bet even more valuable. That is bet 5. Alright, that's me. I'm finishing it there. If anyone stayed up and watched it, I'm sorry, I hope it was worth it. Yeah, that's it. So I will be back on Saturday with whatever we've got for racing. So Ascot's already off. I think Haydock's in the balance. There's a few others on the jumps that might be a bit question marky. So who knows actually what's going to end up running. There is going to be at least a couple of all-weather meetings, because what they've done is added in some all-weather meetings on Saturday and Sunday. So I should be on freebets.com as per usual on Saturday morning, and I'll be on this channel, on my regular channel, on Saturday morning. But another reminder, I won't be doing a video Sunday. So I've got family stuff Sunday, so I'm taking a sabbatical. So there'll be no videos Sunday or Monday, and next video after Saturday will be Tuesday evening, and we're back onto usual schedule. So we are just on a 4-day week this week for the channel. I will do what I usually do on a Monday and Tuesday, and if I find anything I think's worth doing on Sunday, I will stick it in the comments and see what there is there. But there's no actual video on Sunday, so I should be back after this on Saturday morning on both channels, and that'll be me till then the Tuesday. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. I hope you were all well. I hope everybody's sleeping well, and not too many people have bothered staying up. Unless it turns out to be amazing, then well done to you. All right, I will definitely try to not be this late. This is not my chosen time to upload. So thank you for staying up. I will see you Saturday. Bye-bye.